Luka Doncic, ladies and gentlemen, has debuted his all-new Luka 2s from Jordan Brand, ladies and gentlemen. He debuted them on the floor tonight in his Dallas Mavericks W. We definitely want to get into the fashion element of things. Luka Doncic, I like what I'm seeing already from this shoe. Um, Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports TV for more information involving Jordan Brand, a lot of the NBA players in their sneakers. But back to business, man. Luka Doncic put on a statement and he sent a lot of people on the frenzy. It just popped up out of nowhere, where he debuted these shoes. This is the second installment. It's very highly anticipated. We got to understand something about Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, his game stretches, far. Not only, in the U.S., but abroad. You understand? You already know the Slovenia connection. He got love, or he played in the EuroLeague champion, all that. So you all know what's going on with that. And like it is what it is. Jordan Brand is doing a thing. He's counterparts, obviously, with the likes of a Zion Williamson, a Pablo Banchero, players like that. He's in a definitely strong elk, So the Luka Doncic Jordan Luka 2 is definitely is set up for success, because it's not just in the U.S., where this thing could pop off, like I stated before. But this is a first look, as you can see. Luka Doncic was all smiles as he was putting on this shoe. So give credit to Michael Jordan. I'm not sure if, these shoes are going to be, as iconic as possibly some of the other shoes, like, I would say, pardon me, as iconic as the Jordan Brand that he has, like the retro Jordans. I don't think we ever going to get as iconic as that ever again. I think the only thing that you see close to that possibly is LeBron James. I do believe LeBron's shoe will, be one of those, but Luka Doncic is definitely trying to grow his shoe into a legacy shoe, I would say. But I think it will be due to him, and it did receive a great, from all accounts, Luka's shoe was a successful launch. We got to remember last year he debuted the Luka 1s in April during the Western Conference Finals. Pardon me, the Western Conference playoffs. So it's unbelievable. But this time around, they pretty much, right on the doorstep of the play-in tournament. So it's definitely not the ideal circumstances, to debut a sneaker. But Luka Doncic's box office, that's something that nobody's going to be able to take away from Luka Doncic, his box office appeal. So I think that's why give credit to Michael Jordan. He was very smart in bringing, a guy like him over, give major credit to Luka Doncic. I mean, obviously, Luka has a lot. He's a veteran. He's one of the great players, of this era. We're not going to discredit the greatness of Luka Doncic, but are there things that Luka can improve on? Of course. This guy Luka Doncic is nothing. It's not a perfect player, by any stretch of the imagination. I do believe that he has, ways to grow, and develop as a player. I don't think that is all but over with, in my humble opinion, for my man Luka Doncic. There's a lot more to growth there, especially in Dallas. I know that he wants a championship, but Luka's got to change the way how he plays. He's got to be a little bit more passive. As crazy as that sounds, you might look at Luka Doncic like, hey, what do you mean? But I mean, come on, Luka Doncic could definitely, play make at a higher level than he is right now. I think at a much more efficient level. Obviously tonight he has 6 points. He's averaging 8 on the season, basically playing with Miss Triple Dub. The man is averaging 32 points. You see, when you look at these numbers, like I said, the man is playing 36 minutes, scoring 32.7 points per game, shooting 49% from the field, 34% from the three-point line, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He's getting a steal and a half a block. You look at these numbers and it's like, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? But you really have to look in between the game on Luka Doncic to figure out ways of improvement or just fine-tuning, You know, I'm not, like I said, that's what I think Luka just has to do with his game. Just fine tune it, and just pick his spots a little bit better than he's doing. Especially with the talent that you have, and then you out west. It's tough. He don't have to play like that either no more. I don't think he has to be so ball dominant, and have the ball and live and die in his hands. He don't have to be like that, or especially when you got, when the team trades for a superstar guard. We'll get into that later. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports TV, especially if you believe the Mavericks are going to the playoffs and the play-in. Because if they get to the play-in, they're going to be dangerous for whoever the hell they play. You see, this season is real tricky because you have teams that have no business even being in the situations that they were placed in. Look at the Lakers, for instance. The Lakers, their talent, they supposed to be at the cream of the crop out west. But somehow they found themselves in the middle of the pack, scratching and clawing to get into the postseason. Now you see them showing signs of life and waking up. So give them major, major props on that. I got to definitely do that, for all of these guys. But back to, Luka Doncic, would he have been able to have this impact on another brand? I think that's something that we need to ask ourselves. Could he have popped off like this? Let's say he was with Puma. Let's say he was with Adidas or something like that. Do y'all see a situation where he could have had the same level of impact? And that's a great question, and who knows, to be honest with you. That's the tricky part of the situation. Who truly knows, Nobody does, in my humble opinion. But it is what it is at the end of the day, man. But nonetheless, Luka has debuted these Luka 2s, and I like them. I like them a lot better than, that I've seen from other people's shoes. They look better than John Morant's. Obviously he's with Nike, but I think he made a decent decision, teaming up with Michael Jordan. When you think of sneakers, it don't get to the pinnacle like Michael Jordan. He is the pinnacle of success when it comes to an athlete and a sneaker. It don't get no bigger. I think every athlete today and later, and beyond, will be trying to replicate in some form or fashion what Michael Jordan has carved out for himself. And it's not going to be easy, because Michael Jordan had a lot going for him that I don't know if the players today do, especially at that time period. But we'll get into that in another subject. Let me know your thoughts on the design of this sneaker, the differences, the similarities. Let me know your thoughts, man. Luka Doncic has debuted the Luka 2s from Jordan brand. It's Flight Sports TV. Hit the like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. Peace and love, family.